Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So I'm here to do another Mass Make Monday, and today's is inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, but I do know a lot of people have made these, and they're little, they look like envelopes, but they fold out for writing space. In this case you can write front and back, and they are so diddy and cute. I love them. Now this one I got slightly wrong, where it only folds out once. I know how to do them now. This was obviously my prototype. So it actually folds out 3 times. But it's a great way to use up our scraps. So I've brought to the table some, grey snowy scraps. And all you want to get is a piece of A4 paper. So in this case I'm using this faux vintage paper. But you could use, tea stained paper, you could use book page, you could use whatever you like really. So if you take it landscape, rectangular, we're going to cut them to be about 2.5 inches wide. You can do them bigger or smaller. I'm just trying to keep it easy for myself, to be honest, which is why I'm going for the same width. I might end up with a diddy one at the end because I haven't measured anything for getting the most out of the paper really. I just went with, I made my prototype and thought actually that makes quite a good width, so I just thought I would stick with that. But I've got this diddy one at the end, which is fine. I'll happily still use it. Gosh, sorry, voice went a bit croaky then, didn't it? It's the morning, so a bit croaky. Okay, so all we want to do is fold it up from the bottom, and it's up to you how deep you want your piece to be. You just want to fold and fold. I will tell you what I'm going with. As I say, I'm eyeballing it, but if anyone wants to know the size that I'm doing, then it might help you. And when it comes to the last ones, this is the envelope flap, so to speak. You want to leave a little bit of a gap so that you get this sort of, you get like an envelope shape where, it sort of comes down and then goes into the point. So to do that, I'm just gonna hover it about there. And when I'm folding, I'm making sure to keep one of the sides straight, so that if anything goes wonky, I can just cut one side rather than having to cut 2 sides. So that's what I mean about leaving the gap for your last flap. Hopefully you can see that there's a little bit more of a gap there. And then whatever side, so this is the envelope flap that goes this way, we want to fold the triangles the other way, so backwards, to make our flap, and we want to kind of meet in the middle where we can. It doesn't have to be exact because you won't see any of this, but I'm trying very hard to keep it at least vaguely symmetrical. And we will get into mass makes in a second in terms of getting everything done in one go, but I just want you to sort of see the process, I suppose. And we're going to glue these to the back of the piece. Hopefully my glues are doing okay in the cold today. So just going to glue each of those triangles down. Hopefully it's clear what I'm doing, but as always, Tina's channel is linked in my description box, so if you want to see how she made hers, then do check out her channel. Okay, and as you can see, we get a nice point. Just make sure to put the pin in my glue. We get a nice point, but of course we've got a little bit of covering up to do because you can see those triangles, and that is where our scraps come in. So I'm just going to use some of these that I've been using in the project, and I'm just going to run some glue all the way along my envelope flap. I'm calling it an envelope flap because it's the only thing I can think to describe it. So the whole way across, and then we're going to take our scrap, oops, and just run it up to the point where it folds. So you've got the whole thing covered, like so. And we are going to be organised and have our scissors ready to go, and we're just going to cut around it. I love cute little simple makes like this that use up scraps, I really do. So this one was well timed, I think. Okay, so in this case I've got my nice silver bark. And then from there we can just go ahead and add a little something to the envelope flap. I'm just using some little like pine cone type die cuts that I've got, because I think you don't really want anything massive to go on there. You just want a little something. And we're just going to run some glue on the top of that flap. And that's just gonna give that a little bit of decoration. You could do it so that your flap sort of like tucks inside whatever you're decorating it with. You could do that. I'm not doing that because my flaps are quite chunky where I'm using this faux vintage paper, and yeah, I just kind of still want to use these pine cones. So there we go, that is what we're making. So, right, are you ready for the mess makes? Let's go. So I'm going to just get them all folded, I think. Oh, I did say I was going to tell you what depth I was doing. So I'll just tell you now. I'm doing them just over 2 inches, but as I say, I'm doing it by eye. So, you know, you do you. And this one will probably turn out different again, which is fine. I don't mind them being different. So I'm going to get all of them folded so that we can have some fun with these mess makes. But yeah, I love just like cute little ideas like this where you get a lot of scrap busting done. It's very handy. Who's ready for my little dinky one? This one is really dinky. I might fold this up multiple times to get it to be extra dinky. I'm just going to chop off a bit. There we go. So that I still get a nice little envelope flap going. That one is so dinky. And then we want to fold our triangles in. I'm sure you'll be a lot neater with this, but I'm trying very hard to not overthink things in these mess makes and just go for it, really. I am sorry if I'm casting a lot of shadows today. It's very dark again today. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, would you believe? But we've had a lot of like fog and frost and all sorts going on this week. So yeah, it's quite dark out. So I hope you're still enjoying us doing the mess makes. I am filming ahead, so as far as I'm aware, it's still Mess Make Monday. I like alliteration, but I might have changed it, I don't know. I want to, I'm coming to the end of December, the end of the year, and I want to start having a good look at when exactly people are watching my channel, like what days are popular, because I feel like, you know, I could probably be doing a better job of putting videos up when people are most likely to want to watch, which may even be a weekend, because obviously a lot of us work during the week. So it's something I need to look into, because obviously, you know, I want my channel to be, you know, doing as well as it could be doing. And yeah, I don't know. This dinky one's going to end up being my favourite, isn't it? I'm going to wish I did them all that size. Okay, so I do see where I've got places where I just want to straighten up one edge. So just going to make sure we're nice and straight. you know, before I cover it. There we go. How's that one? That one looks fine. How's that one? Oh, that one's really not straight. Like I said, I'm sure you would find ways to be much more neat about the ones that you're doing, but I don't think you need to be, you know, too precious about things, because it is just a little simple make. So I might as well keep using this scrap. Yeah, I'm trying to do better with using up my scraps as I make them as well. There was a time when I wouldn't want to keep using the same scrap over and over again, because I don't want everything to look the same. But what that means is you end up building up a pile of scraps that you just never get through. And, you know, that would be a shame, given how nice some of these scraps are that we've got. That's that. Do we think I can get something out of this? Oh no, it's a little bit, I probably could if I thought about it. Oh, there we go, we can use this one. Little dinky one. Absolutely love this wallpaper, I really do. That's the, yeah, almost to the end of this now, but that's fine. Yeah, sorry if I seem a bit quiet. I've just, yeah, I've got a bit of a croaky throat. I think it's just the cold weather that's done it, really, and the fact that it's the morning. So I'm just aware of it. I don't want to be, I don't want people to worry that I'm croaking away or something. Do I have a little scrap? Yes, I do, Justine. Pick one. I brought more scraps than I actually needed to the table, which is so like me. And then I end up getting paralysed by choice. Okay. I'm really enjoying the Winter Woods project. I really am. It's nice to mix the, you know, the frosty colours with the browns and things. I wasn't sure how I would get on with it, because to me, when I do winter projects, normally it's, you know, I stick with the cold, so to speak. But yeah, in this case, I've been really enjoying it. So I do need to do some inking around all of them, but I'll do that off screen because you don't need to see that part. So I've got my little, I want to say that's an acorn. Oh, what am I doing? We're not gluing the whole thing down, Justine. Goodness me, I'm forgetting my own rules already. So you just want to put some glue just on the tip of your flap, not the whole thing. There we go. Yeah, you can tell it's the morning, can't you? So. Oh, sorry. You want to see them, don't you? Little dinkiness. There we go. Yeah, it'll be another quick video today, which is fine. You know, that's part of what I'm liking about the mass makes, is that we can be, you know, nice and quick about it. Not everything needs to be some great big complicated thing. And you know, if you've only got half an hour in a week that you're able to sit down and do something, then it's this kind of thing that just keeps your hand in with doing crafting stuff without you know, without you needing to take a great amount of time each week for your bits and bobs. Little star anise. And that is all of them. So there we go. So in this case, most of them fold down 3 times, so you've got all that writing space. I hope it was clear what I was doing. I realised as per usual, it has gone really quickly. And that one folds up 4 times because, well, I just did a little bit of a dinkiness. But they, you know, they fold up really cute, and, you know, you can have them hanging over a page. So have I got something to pretend as a page? I've got a paper bag, here we go. So, you know, you could have it clipped over a page. So, you know, the front of it there could be a little tuck spot. And then, you know, you've got this thing that flips out for your writing. You could do it like that. You could clip it completely onto the page just like so, so you can see the whole thing, and then just unhook it off when you want to use it. They could be little tuck spots or tiny little pockets if you really wanted them to be, or you can just slip them into pockets. So there's lots of uses for stuff like this, and you know, it is handy to have that extra writing space without really adding a ton of bulk to the things that we're doing. And they're quick, they're easy, they use up scraps. What's not to like? So I hope you like them. Thank you again to Tina for the inspiration, but I am aware that lots of people have made this type of a thing before. But I hope that you like it. I hope you want to give these bits and bobs a go. And let's get some scraps used up. So thank you so much everyone for joining me. I know it was a short, snappy, quick video again, but yeah, I'm enjoying the short and snappy alongside longer videos at the moment, so I hope that you're enjoying them. And as always, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.